Hey guys, welcome back. And I decided to make this video. I know it's been a long time since I make a video about the Oculus Rift itself. And I've been getting lots and lots of comments actually on YouTube about how I feel about it and just different my setups and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna make a video to show my current setup. I mean, I had the setups for probably 9 months, 7 months, or I don't even know, but a long time ago. I got the Oculus Rift when it first came out, and basically through learning and trial and error, and basically finally settled down to where I have currently, and I've been using this pretty much every day, and no issue so far, no problem. I really like the setup. So it's not much change. If you've seen my videos in the past, this is just like a summary of everything. It is not not much change, but just like combinations of things here and there that I did. So let's go ahead and start with the sensor, which is, I get asked a lot about the sensors. So I have 3 sensors. One of them is in this corner right there, and you notice I did not put it up against the wall. I used to have that sensor all the way up in that corner, but I decided to go ahead and move it out about a foot from that corner. And this is just because to improve my tracking and do different experience and experiment. I basically realized that there's a limitation of how far the sensor can actually track your controller. Mainly, your headset is no big deal. You can go as far as a pretty far range with the headset, and you will not lose tracking whatsoever. But the Oculus Touch controllers, it's better if there's an optimal distance that I prefer from what I found through my tests. So that's one corner. I have it run down basically all the way, and then it goes under the carpet, and you can see a load, that wire pops up and basically go under the desk into my PC over here. And then over here you see the one more wire comes out, and of course it runs all the way up. This is actually my 3rd sensor that I bought a while back, and it comes with a USB 2.0 extension cable, which is fine. You can actually use a USB 2.0 cables and plug into your computer. It will run just fine. No, you don't have to have a 3.0 extension cable. I know the sensors themselves, they don't come with a long cable, so all these cables you see here are have some sort of extension USB cable added to them. Yeah, 2 of them has a USB 3.0 and one of them has a USB 2.0 extension cable. And then you see another wire that comes out this way, runs down this way, and goes up there. So this sensor right here and that sensor right there are opposite corners. This will provide you a 360-degree tracking, room scale tracking, however you want to call it. When you, excuse me, if you just have 2 sensors, I recommend you put one this corner and one the other corner. Okay, not 2 front facing. If you have the space to play 360 room scale, move around. If you don't, then you're probably just better off just do 2 front facing. That's what Oculus recommend. But personally, if you can wall mount these, I will definitely recommend you put that one on that corner and that one on that corner. Even you have a 3x3 feet, play area, you're much better off doing a opposite corner, just because no matter where you turn, you will have tracking for your Oculus Touch mainly. We're not really focused on the headset, because headset it can track with just one sensor, and you still can have 360-degree tracking, no issues. I have tested before, and trust me on that. Anyway, I'm going to explain why that corner is shifted a little bit out forward, and that corner shifted out a little bit. It's got to get focused here. Shifted out a little bit forward. That's about 1 foot from each corner out, and the distance between this sensor and that sensor is about 16 feet. In the distance between them is about 16 feet. I don't recommend going anything more than 16 feet between the 2 sensors, just because you will start having some minor, I won't say major, but minor tracking issues with the touch controller. I found that the touch controller, it can track pretty sweet, maybe about from the distance from that sensor all the way to where you're standing, about maybe 8 feet or 9 feet, it can track the controller just fine. But anything above that will start, you know, you will still having a little issues. So if you just move that in a little bit, just have the distance at most about 16. You can have 15 feet. The closer together, obviously, the more solid your tracking is. But then again, I'll recommend the longest distance is 16 feet between those two. So that way, when you're standing in the center, play your games, you don't have any problem. No matter where you turn, the sensor will see your controllers, unless you intentionally hide your sensor. But anyway, I went ahead and bought it. I didn't want to buy the third sensors, but I bought it anyway, so I just, you know, can do reviews on it and look at it and see how well it actually worked. With the third sensor, it does make a slight improvement. I won't say like, you know, some crazy improvement where you know it changed the whole gameplay. I honestly didn't really find the much of a big difference with the third sensor. It does help improve gameplay, tracking wise on your Oculus Touch control a little bit better. But then again, a lot back then when all this stuff came out, there's a lot of software bugs and issues that caused the controller to do all kind of weird stuff. But by now, I mean, it's a year, you know, ago since the Rift has been released, and a lot of bugs been fixed. Okay, a lot of the bugs has been fixed, a lot of software been updated, so it takes care of a lot of the controller tracking issues. So yeah, this is mainly what I have. Oh yeah, and the one last thing I want to show you is I've showed you this one before. I actually, you see this cable here. This cable actually goes straight to my PC, and there are two cables in here. One of them is a USB 3.0 extension, and one of them is an HDMI. Excuse me. One of them is an HDMI extension cable. I think the HDMI is about 10 feet long. The USB, I'm not sure. They're probably they're very similar in lengthwise. So basically, I have a hookup to my computer, my PC, and it runs out. It goes up to that little hook up there. I've just used a regular metal hook. Let me zoom in. Okay, my hand is shaking too close. See, just a metal hook. Hook it up to the ceiling and just mount it up there. And then there you see the, let's see where my finger at. That's where I use a coupler basically for the HDMI to hook into the HDMI cable of the Oculus Rift itself. That's where it's split. The Oculus Rift that's where it's split. And then the USB, of course, is a male or female cable. And yeah, so it gives me basically an extra link. Let me zoom back out. It gives me a lot more room so I can actually walk around when I play. You see, I can actually move all the way around here without any issue. The downside about the Rift headset is the cable they give you is like 10 feet, and is, to me, it's not enough. Not enough when you want to actually do room scale move around, and especially you have the room to do so. You have the space available to do so. You definitely want to take advantage of that. And I have lots of video, actually not lots, but a few video talking about, you know, the type of cable I got and all that stuff. I bought them off from Amazon, and they work just fine, no issues. But yeah, so that is about it. If you guys have any question or want to see anything else, just leave them a comment below and I'll get to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.